Caroline. You.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to turn my rubbish Wi-Fi off.
Okay.
2 seconds. Feel good. Is that better?
Oh, it's loading. Oh, there we go. Yep, we're good.
Is that better? There you go.
Good
Morning.
morning.
Thank you so much for chatting
Thank
with
you
me.
for having me.
I'm super excited. I got so many questions.
This is going to be fun.
Because, is it Rihanna or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Yeah. Rihanna. Cool. Because we've not worked together, have we, before?
No.
We've not worked together. We've not met or spoken before.
No.
I was like, I want to have a chat with you, and you said yes. So that was cool. But yeah, so thank you. But I've heard good things. Very things. But how have you been during lockdown? How's it been?
To be honest, I'm coping a lot better than I thought I would. I'm actually doing okay. How are you?
Do you know what? Good days and bad days, but more good now.
Yeah.
I think I was kind of chilling because I can sit on the sofa and chill and be quite happy with that. I'm super lazy.
100%. I'm more than happy.
Exactly. But then I started getting a bit bored. But I think I've leveled out now. It is what it is.
I've kind of adjusted to it. But
I know.
really quickly.
And is it quite scary thinking about going back to normal life?
Oh my gosh, I don't want to go back ever. I like this. I don't ever want to go back. I'm good. I'll stay at home.
The lines are good.
Honestly.
So, good. Well, I'm glad you're good. What have you been doing to keep busy then?
Well, other than TikTok, which is a very big part, nothing much really. Me and my dad have been watching a new series, Disney Plus. I love Disney Plus. It's getting me through a lot. And schoolwork. I'm trying to play catch up because I haven't done schoolwork for the past 2 weeks, so I've been ill. So it's trying to cram
you've been
everything. It's trying to cram everything into like a week. But
yeah, well, now's the time to do it.
Exactly. So you know what? It's worth it. Like
exactly. What have you been missing the most?
Oh, probably dance actually. It's killing me because online classes just aren't the same.
That's actually.
Like I can't whisper to my friend next to me what is going on. I don't get this. Like I have no one to talk to.
Oh, funny. Oh, so you're dancing.
Yeah.
So the next question is, what's the first thing you want to do after lockdown?
Definitely go to dance. 100%. I miss it so much. And obviously like see family and friends. But the first place I want to go to is dance. 100%.
Is dance. Oh, amazing. Right, as we're on the subject then, let's talk about your dancing. Because is it what's it called? Academy Base where you dance. Which is that run by Sarah?
Yeah.
So I've worked with Sarah before.
No way.
For OK. And so we went to their house, and isn't she quite simply the most tiniest little beautiful like she's so adorable. You like
so sweet.
She's so cute. And when she's bowling around pregnant,
I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she does it.
And she's like how she dances as well.
Like, the thing is, we had no clue until she posted it on Instagram. Because she was still doing everything like normal, doing all the conditioning work with us and doing all her crunches and everything like it was nothing. And then we find out she's pregnant and was still doing it after. And we were like, what is this?
Insane. She is incredible. She's just so kind and just so lovely. So I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
They're such a family. But so you're dancing then. How long have you been dancing for?
I started I think the end of March last year. So it has only just been over a year. Yeah, it hasn't been very long.
Wow, and how did you fall into that?
Well, I'd always kind of wanted to do it, but couldn't be bothered, but I just didn't have the drive there. And then I went to Poland actually with my friends and we done a fashion show there. Oh, was it going? And there was like a dance section of it. And I was like, actually, you know what? I'd really like to be able to do stuff like that. So then the girls who were doing the dance part of the fashion show also went to Sarah's like dance place. So I was like, okay, I should do this. So then I started and I love it.
Oh, that's amazing. Because that's the thing you say about having the drive and the motivation to do it. I mean, I watch you girls dancing and it's just incredible. I mean, your dedication, it's your life, right?
Yeah,
like
100%.
it's, you love it, you want to be the best at it. And yeah, I completely admire that. But I can't imagine you could do that if you're kind of like, nah.
That's the thing. I knew I wouldn't want it as much. But then knowing, like, watching people do it, I think actually, I want to do that as well. Kind of pushed me a bit more to do it.
That's amazing. Yeah, no, I think you're all awesome. I'm like, I want to dance, but I can't. But so coming on to modelling then, did modelling come first, I guess? Yeah. So how old were you when you started modelling?
I was 8, just about to turn 9, I think. Yeah.
Oh, so you're only little.
Very young, yeah.
And how old are you now?
14, nearly 15. So it's been a long time.
Good little career behind you already. Got you out working.
Yep.
Oh, amazing. So, can you remember how you got into modelling at 8 years old?
Well, it was the same as dance, kind of. Like, I'd always, like, kind of wanted to do it in the back of my mind, but I didn't at the same time. And then it got to one point and my mum was like, think about it, because I was really into Disney. And my mum was like, well, you might be able to meet people from Disney and, like, Miley Cyrus and that. So I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. I was like, yes, let's go.
I was like, why have I heard that story before? You spoke about that on Nick's podcast.
Yeah.
You'll meet Miley Cyrus.
Yes. Okay, cool. Hasn't happened, by the way, so if anyone wants to hook us up, I'm more than happy.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. And so it just went from there. So your mum obviously just sent you around things. And have you been with the same agency since? Or
I've been with one.
Oh,
yeah.
That's amazing.
We've never had any issues. They're amazing. So I don't get why we would leave. So.
Yeah. Why? Yeah. Why would you? Oh, that's cool. So with modelling, what's your? It doesn't have to be one thing, but what's your favourite thing about modelling?
Oh.
A couple.
Probably. One of my favourite things is definitely making new friends. Like, some of my best friends are from modelling, 100%. And it's just the experiences. Yeah. Like, I've been so lucky to be able to travel abroad for modelling and stuff. Like, when I went to Poland, I never would have thought, let's take a trip to Warsaw. I never would have thought that, but I loved it.
Is Warsaw beautiful?
I've heard it's really... We were in the old town, so it was all historic and it was so lovely. And it's just stuff like that. And you get to meet new people and, like, you just get new experiences that I don't think you would have without it, really.
I think like kid modelling gets a bad rep because you think, oh, they're just kid models and they want to be, you know, they work for Gucci. Oh, okay. But in terms of life skills as a kid model, like you said, you're 8 years old. For your confidence, like, that's incredible. And, you know, in this life, you need a good otherwise. So so meet the people that you've met already. Like,
it's so cool. That's incredible. I never would have thought in a million years.
No,
it's insane.
So there's lots of positives. Are there any negatives about being a kid model?
I think it's probably more like what you said about people's assumptions, and people assume that models are quite stuck up and very full of themselves. And I think that's harder because when you're trying to make new friends who've never been friends with a model or something before, they already have this preconceived, like, thought of you and what you're like. So I think it is a lot harder in that sense. But other than that, I don't really think there's any.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's great. I really do. When you go to all your castings, Rihanna, obviously you can't get all of them. You can't get all the jobs. How would you say that you handle rejection sometimes?
I mean, I went for a phase, to be honest, for about 2 years, where any casting came up, I would not want to go to it because I would just
What's the point?
And sometimes you get there and there is 400 people who look exactly like you, and you're like, huh, okay, this is great. But you just have to take it on the chin and be like, okay, that was an experience. I've learned from that. So then kind of in my head, I kind of go over what I said to the casting director and things like that, just to improve on for the next time. Because like you said, there is so many child models nowadays. Like, there's so many more. You can't expect to get everything, and you can't go in thinking you're going to get it either, because that's going to hit you so much harder if you don't.
Is it kind of like go in with no expectation?
Yeah, like go in, give it your all, but don't come out thinking, yep, I'm going to get booked for that, because sometimes you're just not the look they're going for. Sometimes they want someone who looks completely different to you. Sometimes they want someone taller or shorter. There's nothing you can do, really.
Yeah. And it's important, isn't it, not to take it personally?
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
You can't.
It is. You're not the face for that brand, for that job.
It just depends on what they're looking for, really.
Yeah, I think that's really important as well. In terms, like you said, with treat them as like learning curves as well. Use them to your advantage, and again, you never know who you're going to meet.
You don't. It's honestly
like,
and because that casting director might put you forward for something to another job. You never know.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you've always just got to be positive about it and do it with a smile on your face and just see what comes.
Yeah, I agree. What would be your advice, Rihanna, for a young model who's looking to get into modelling? What would you say to them?
Definitely do your research on agencies, because I know there are some out there that will make you pay like £300 for a portfolio and not even represent you and stuff. So definitely do research on that. But just have confidence. Like, I know it's easier said than done, but sometimes you just have to say, you know what, I can do this. And if you believe in yourself, it really projects and you will do it more. Like,
yeah. No, it's so true, isn't it?
Because if you say to yourself, I can't do this, you're not going to do it.
Who else is going to believe me? If that's your attitude.
Exactly.
Yeah. Love that. That's awesome. Another question was, what do your school friends... So you're 13,
14.
Right? 14. So you're the oldest that I've spoken to.
Oh.
So, gosh, I remember when I was 14, and I say this every time, I wasn't doing half of the things, like, for example, you. I mean, I was a disgrace at 14.
I doubt that.
So, obviously, you know, I remember being at school and, like, school friends and stuff. What are they supportive? Do you talk about it to them a lot?
I don't like to talk about it personally. I don't like to talk about it to anyone unless they find out or see something and they want to bring it up. I don't like to bring it up just because, like I said, they have a preconceived vision of you. So I just decide, you know what, I'm not going to say anything unless someone else says something on it. So I just try and keep it that way. Or if someone doesn't know, I don't really say anything unless they look at my Instagram and go, oh, wait, you do this, this. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you just have to find the people that do support you, because there's some that are a bit off with it, I guess. So you just kind of have to block them out and just do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, you don't have to see them after secondary school. You're never going to see them ever again in your life. So who cares?
And again, and coming back to, you know, kid models getting a bad rep, in terms of, like, in life, even as an adult, if you've got an amazing job and you've got some friends that are a bit jealous about it, you get that, you know, throughout life. So I think kind of learning to deal with that when you're young, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it can be hard at the same time, but you just got to surround yourself with people who you know support you. Because I finally found, like, a group of friends who I know support me 1,000%. Yeah,
and they want you to go on and do amazing.
Yeah, and you just have to find people like that, because not everyone's going to be like that.
Nope. So. No, they're definitely not. And yeah, you find that out as well the older you get. So realise that when you're young.
See, another life skill.
Exactly that. It really is. It's like tick. Do you have a role model that you look up to? It could be a model, a dancer, anyone that you aspire to.
Oh, I mean,
could be
obviously Taylor Swift. I think everyone knows I love Taylor Swift. But we're not really in the same field. But, I think model-wise, probably, you know, you're like Tyra Banks, Gigi Hadid, 100%. Like, just and dance-wise, you know, probably Sarah, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's just fair.
Like, just to be lovely but be so talented at the same time.
Yeah,
It's definitely
she really,
something.
yeah, I think that's really important. Like, she's literally, you know, I've worked with her for one day and I couldn't sing her praises enough. Like,
Yeah.
she was so kind, yet so talented. And yeah, I think Sarah's a good one. As a role model, definitely. So Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Nick Dale said, ask Rihanna about Taylor Swift.
That's not a thing.
What's this?
So, I have loved Taylor Swift like most of my life, to be honest. Not even gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, my aunts love Taylor, so I've been raised to love Taylor and have put back ever since.
Oh,
so,
amazing!
Yeah.
Have you seen her? Have you seen her live?
Yeah. I think 5 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
is she good?
Yeah. She's really good live, so it's very fun.
I have a good few handful of songs. I really loved her new album.
Yeah,
actually.
that's my favourite out of all of them, and her first one.
Like the baby pink and
Yeah,
baby
it's just
blue.
such a cute like vibe. I love it.
It's quite nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's like a vibe.
It's all kind of like a retro-y type of vibe. I love it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. What Poppy sent in a question saying, if you had to choose between modelling or dancing, what would it be?
Oh my gosh,
that's a horrible question.
Oh my gosh. Okay, to be honest, I get asked this a lot, but it changes on the day, literally depending on my mood. Oh, probably modelling. I'd probably keep modelling because I have the experience already. Like, I have connections in it, and I feel like it'd be silly to throw that away.
Yeah. Oh, I feel bad for asking that. So modelling, if you had to.
If I had to pick one.
You had to. Who would you love to work with next?
Yeah.
If you could work with anyone, who would it be?
Probably, I think Tommy Hilfiger.
Oh, that's a good one.
Next on my like goals list, I think.
Oh, yeah. And any particular reason? Or...
I don't really know. I love the brand as it is, and also Zara. I'd love to do Zara because they're like one of the only websites that have like editorial shots on their e-com. I think that is so cool.
Yeah. So cool, isn't it? I wish more of them did that.
Yeah, because it's so like it's really rare to find a website that has editorial shots for just as its normal e-com. I think that is so cool.
And as well with Zara, like their edits are just so cool. Like again,
everything is just so cool with Zara. I was like, okay, you know what? Actually, I'd like to do that too. But yeah, I think those two are next on my list, definitely.
So I should have asked that question now, but the question before was where was it? Oh, give us some of the brands that you've worked with before.
Okay, so I mean, I work a lot of times for the same brand, so like the ones I've done, I've worked for about 2 years.
Oh wow, that's good.
I haven't grown, so I still fit into all the groups. I've not grown. So my first like big brand that I started shooting for consistently was definitely Next brands. New Look, which I've been doing for about just over 2 years now. Nike, JD, Primark, Stella McCartney, Diesel. It's hard to think off the top of your head. I'm trying to virtually scroll from my Instagram feed, trying to think.
In order.
Yeah, wow. I think that's all I can think of right now. I think there's more, but I mean,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Like high street, sportswear.
Yeah.
So, have you got a favourite? If you had to choose?
They're all very different experiences, definitely. But I think New Look is kind of the closest. Like, I'm closest to all the New Look crew. Compared to any other one, New Look is kind of like a second family, I guess.
And so I was going to say, with New Look, is it the same team? Like,
yeah, it's the same team all the time. So you get a really good relationship with all of them.
Yeah.
So, but I've done all of them like in different ways. Like they're all so different, but I think New Look is the closest, I guess.
It's kind of like your 9 to 5 office job.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
I love New Look so much, yeah.
Do you get any free clothes?
So from Next brands, I didn't. No, I didn't. Nike, when I went to France with them and done all the promos before we went out, I got all the stuff from that.
How amazing.
So cool. At New Look, at the end of like every season, because obviously the camis and stuff and like the summer stuff they can't put on a winter shoot, so then they give you like a huge box that's like this big of just stuff that they're about to throw away anyway, so they're like, take what you want.
You're like, okay, yeah. I'm listening.
Yeah.
Wow. God, well, I should hope you get free clothes. Yeah. So you've mentioned Nike there.
Yeah.
What do you do with Nike? Do you do something in particular with Nike?
I done a Women's World Cup campaign with them last summer. So we done 2 interviews. So we done one with Ella Eyre, and one with Steph Houghton, who is the captain of the England team, and we done that in London. And then the next week, or was it? I think it was a couple of weeks after, we flew out to Nice in France, and we got to do like blogging from one of the World Cup matches. We watched England versus Scotland, which was England's first game. It was so much fun.
Oh, that's incredible. So, gosh, I've got questions on that then. So, how did you get that job then? How did that come about? Was that
I got booked through my agency, but one of the people at the Nike office I had worked with on another job, I worked with her on a Hypebeast x Nike collab.
And again, it comes back to networking,
definitely. Right? And then she told the people that were doing the job, actually, you should look into her because she does football. And so then, it was very fun.
Wow. That's incredible. So Ella Eyre.
She was beyond lovely.
Good.
To be honest, in the beginning when I first met her, I was a bit like, oh, I don't know, because she had her own like changing room and stuff. But when she came out and we were shooting, it was like nothing. She was just like a normal person, just chilling with us and having proper conversations and stuff. And she came out and spoke to me and was like, oh yeah, I've heard about you and all this stuff. It was really sweet.
You heard about
I was like, what? I looked at my dad and I was like, oh my God. It was so cool.
And the captain of the women's football team,
she was also lovely. They were both so sweet to us, because the Ella Eyre one I'd done by myself, but then the Steph Houghton one I'd done with my friend Ramel, who also came out to France with us, and she was really lovely. And it was different because obviously where Ella's a performer, so I was asking her more on, you know, how do you prepare for like performances and tours and concerts and stuff, whereas Steph was more the football side. So it was nice to see the similarities and how much they like were really similar. It was crazy.
Wow, that's really interesting. Wow. Gosh, so how long were you out in Nice for?
3 days, I think. Right. Yeah, because it was we flew out on the Friday, had the Saturday and Sunday, and flew back on the Monday.
Wow. And was that your first presenter job?
Other than Fashion Week, other than Mini Mode,
Which I wanted to, that's another question. Okay, so you did first and then went on to...
So then that was my first proper one that I'd done.
Right, so that's modelling, dancing, presenting. You've mentioned football. You play football?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool. So where do you play in football? Like what position do you play?
To be honest, anywhere. Like I kind of was a defender before, but then I realised that I can actually shoot if I try. I can actually score goals when I try. So then I started to move a bit further up.
Wow. That's amazing. Do you play football a lot still? Or
not as
is
much,
it kind of
because of dance is a lot as well. So yeah, because I mean dance, on Tuesdays I go straight from school.
Yeah.
And I get there at like 4:15, and then I leave around 8:30. So because I help teach the first class as well, because they're only really young. They're like 6 to 8, I think the first class is.
Oh,
they're
bless.
so cute. They are so cute. To be honest, I miss those the most out of everyone else, to be honest. They're so adorable.
Oh, bless them. Blimey. Okay, so then Mini Mode was your first kind of shot at presenting them. So about?
Well, I went to the first Mini Mode show and I just blogged from there. And I spoke to Amanda, who runs Mini Mode, and she was really lovely and we got along really well. And the same with Vanessa, Inspiring Vanessa. We met there too, and she was really lovely. So we were like, actually, you know what? I'd love to do this. So we reached out to Amanda and asked about doing the next one. And Vanessa was like, oh my gosh, you should do this with us. Like, it'd be amazing. So we did. And I mean, the first show wasn't my best of moments, to say the least. I didn't realize how many people there were, and it was literally trying to learn, because me and Che done it with Vanessa, and it was our first time doing something like that, and we had to learn like the whole details about the brand 2 seconds before we went on, and we were like,
how old were you at this point? About 12?
I think 13? I think I was 12 or just turned 13. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't learn this.
That's scary.
Yeah, so most of the time I went on, and then with Vanessa, and I look at her, and I was like, and then she'd have to say it all, bless her. She saved me out there. She did.
Vanessa's been in touch, actually, and she said she must have seen it through your post, because she said that Rihanna is a good friend of mine. Yeah. Is she older or younger than you?
Younger. I believe she's a year younger, yeah.
My goodness, so bless you. So there's you two, like, just right, here's the brand, that's what it's about, go for it.
The thing is, she was a lot more experienced in it than us. So whenever I went, or just tap her, just a little elbow nudge, do you want to do it? But the next one was a lot better. I think, because we kind of went out as ones rather than two, so we didn't have anyone to rely on, so we just had to do it. But then I enjoyed it a lot more when I actually put my head to it. Again, it's all about actually believing you can do it, and then you do it.
Oh goodness! Have you ever walked in?
Yes,
Fashion Week.
I walked in the last 2.
And was that fun?
Yeah, that was more back to my expertise, I guess you could say. That was more, But I actually really enjoy presenting. I never realised how much fun it was until I started doing it in Mini Mode, and I was like, oh, actually, I love this.
But as well, it's awesome that, because I'm all about opportunities as well. Like, any opportunity that comes your way, like, don't just bat it off. Like, because again, you don't know where it leads you. And putting yourself out there, like, put yourself out there. If you have this little dream, it's not going to come to you. Like, you have to get out there.
100%.
And the fact that guys went to Amanda and were like, so we got this idea, what do you think?
Yeah. Sometimes in this industry, you just have to do it, because sometimes people don't think about it until you put the idea in their head, and then they're like, oh, actually, you can do this, 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 and this.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what they're going to say? They're going to say no, and that's it. Done. That's what they're going to say.
All they, so I love that you did that, and how that come about. That's so cool. Yeah. So how many years have you been doing that then? I
believe it was 3 shows where I properly presented, not stood there going, so yeah, I think it was, so it's 3 shows. So I think that makes it 2019. Last February was my first one.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. Cool. I know one of my other questions was, where do you see yourself, like, you know, your aspirations and dreams as an adult? So what do they look like? Modelling, like, presenting, dancing? I
mean, these change on the daily. Sometimes I'm like, I'm going to go to university and get a law degree and do this, that, and the other. But then other days I'm like, well, if I go to, like, fashion college, technically I'll be staying in London, because I'm not going to go somewhere else for fashion college when I'm in London. And then I can do modelling and dance. So, like, it changes. It honestly changes. Or sometimes, like, I'm going to go get a geography degree. Or
the world is your oyster.
It literally depends on my mood. Sometimes I wake up and think, yeah, we're going to go into musical theatre. Then other days I wake up and think, I want to go to university. I'm going to get a law degree. I'm going to get my bachelor's. It's just...
Well, they're all amazing dreams. So whichever one, wherever you end up, I'm pretty sure is going to be pretty awesome.
Hopefully.
One of the other questions was, Sadie, what mix are you? mixed race,
Now,
lovely?
I'm very mixed from everywhere, but my main one, so my mum is, my mum's side of the family is from Ireland, and my dad's side of the family is from South America.
Wow.
So it's, yeah, it's very opposite
Very
sides of the
mixed.
world. But
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So is your dad quite dark?
yeah.
Your dad's quite dark. And then your mum's white,
Yeah.
obviously. And I don't know, because you can obviously tell that you're mixed race.
Yeah.
Did you ever get at school, like, with your, because I'm mixed race as well.
Oh,
like,
really?
my dad's, yeah, my dad's black. Like, he's from Dominican Republic.
No way.
So, yeah.
I never would
but
have thought. That's so
thing,
cool,
like,
though.
Yeah, like, my mum's ginger and white, and my dad's black. It's funny, because although my dad is black and bald, I look exactly like my dad. But, like, you look way more mixed race than I do. Do you ever get people say, obviously your mum's the light one, like, but you've got a white mum, but you look mixed race? Like, do you ever get that? You're just like, oh,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That still goes on at school,
Yeah.
does it?
I'm the only mixed race one in my year with black and white.
Are you really?
Some people are like Spanish and stuff, but I'm the only mixed with black and white parents in my year.
That shocks
I didn't
me.
realise till I was sat in assembly one day, just daydreaming as I normally do, and I looked around, I was like, wait, there is no one else here.
That's incredible. I can't believe that.
So weird when I realised.
Yeah, half the people I've spoken to over the last 3 weeks doing these lives have been like mixed race somehow.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Oh,
weird, I guess. But it's cool because I'm the only one. But at the same time, it's like, whoa.
Oh, I love it. Like my party trick. I'm like, and I've got a black dad, and they're like, what? I'm like, yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
I promise you, I have. So yeah, I love it as well. What was the other one? I've got one. I think I've got two more that I haven't asked. What motivates you to work so hard?
Oh, I mean, I'm not a naturally driven person, I guess you could say. I'm not one of those people who wakes up and does things like I have to really put my mind to it, and I have to plan in advance what I want to do. Yeah, I'm not one of those people who can just wake up and then do this and then start to do like. I just can't do it. Can't do it. So I like to plan what I do. I like to plan my days very like in literally 10-minute indents. So this is what I'm going to do this, and this is what I'm going to do that, just to give me a bit of structure. But I think if you have your goals somewhere, that's what I always say to everyone, have your goals somewhere. So for me with modelling, my first goal, like a brand I wanted to shoot for first was Next. So then I hit that and I was like, okay, so now where do I want to go? And having something like that really helps you structure it and know where you want to head and what you want to achieve.
I guess it's like you just said, because I mean, the brands that you've worked for already are like awesome and a lot of people's, you know, dream list as well. But obviously you've ticked all those off, and you're like now Tommy Hilfiger, like that would be that's the dream.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, having that written down.
It just helps, because then it makes you feel good as well when you tick them off. You're like, whoa, okay, that just happened.
Yeah, I actually just did that.
Yeah. Like I remember coming home from my first Next shoot and I was like, what? Okay, wait a second. This just happened. And then and then my next goal was New Look, because I love New Look. And then when I got the call for the casting, I was like, okay, this needs to be the best casting I've ever done. And then I was actually on my way to the first mini mode when my agency called and said I got the job. Oh my god! I think I ranked everyone in my contact book. I was like, oh my god, I just got booked for New Look. And then when Nike came along, it was just insane, because that was my next one. And then when that came along, I was like, this is happening. Whoa! Like even when I was in France, I was just sat there like, I can't believe I am here with Nike. As like it was insane. As a kid reporter for them, it was crazy.
So proud of you, like
they are.
I mean, I feel proud of everyone I speak to, because I'm like, you know, I could work with a kid once, or I've never even met him before, but I feel I ooze with like pride because I'm just like, it's just amazing. Like it is. It fascinates me, and I buzz off it, like a complete buzz off it. Have you got any brothers or sisters?
I've got 2 brothers, older and younger.
Oh, so you're the middle one.
And I'm the only girl, so that plays.
Yeah,
I play that to my advantage. Yep.
Good. I think you need to. Gosh. Oh wow. I think that's all my questions.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry. My last one was, do you have any tips for being comfortable in front of the camera?
Oh. I mean, for me, I've always kind of been a poser, I guess. From when I was 1, like always very like that. But modelling is so different to what I thought it was when I first started. So I remember my first time I went to meet my agency. It was like, oh wait, this isn't what I thought at all. Because I've only been used to my mum going, take a picture, smile.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to sound really vain, and if you say this to other people, you might sound vain, but you just have to do it. Look in the mirror and practice your poses. I mean, I've had my younger brother walk in on me, like if I have a big shoot or big casting come up, and my young brother comes in and he's like,
what are you doing?
What are you doing? But it's not even, he doesn't even have to say it, it's just the look. You know, someone's just like...
But it's helpful.
Honestly, it is, because you get to know your angles. So for me, this is like kind of an inside joke with the new look. Look, I have a routine that I do with poses.
Right.
Do you? I go hip, down, side. Like, I have a routine.
And it works, obviously.
It's just handy to have something in the back of your mind. So it's just like muscle memory. So now whenever I get in front of the camera, I just know what to do. It's just, or like even with shoe modelling, I have a routine. I just like to, because obviously dance as well, I like to have everything into routines.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true.
So I find it helps that you don't even have to think about it, because sometimes if you're thinking for a pose, it shows on your face.
Yeah.
But sometimes having something that you can just pull out and not have to think about it, definitely recommend 100%. It's going to look really weird, and it might feel weird at first, looking in your mirror going, does this work? Does this work? But you get there in the end. It's worth it.
I mean, it clearly works. You've been doing it for years, so yeah, definitely works. Oh, I had another question then. Literally just had another question for you. Oh yeah. So, excuse me. With the photographer, obviously you've worked with loads of photographers now, already at the right age of 14. Would you say that having a relationship with the photographer is important?
Yes,
like
100%. I like, before, if I'm booking a shoot with just a photographer like yourself or someone, I do like to talk to them, even if it's just on Instagram, just get a vibe of the person. Because sometimes I feel like, it's like I was saying with New Look and Nike and stuff, where I knew the photographer, I'm a lot more comfortable to try new things. I'm a lot more comfortable, and I feel like it brings out the best in you if you have a relationship with them. So like Nick, me and Nick got along straight away over Taylor. Straight away. As soon as we walked in, we got along really well.
Yeah, it's as simple as that, isn't it? I mean, for me personally, I'm all about the banter and the chat and getting to know the person and what they like, what they don't like. And
so I feel like, especially at this age, if it's too professional, you don't enjoy it at the same time.
And then it comes across all in here.
Yeah, so like at most shoots, they'll go, what music do you want on? Or at some, like, next, like, literally pretty much anyone that I've done a shoot for before, as soon as I walk in, they're like, we're putting on Taylor. We're putting it on.
She's arrived.
Yep, she's here. We're putting on Taylor. Like, it's just having a connection with them is so much, I feel like it makes me work better, because sometimes if I'm working with a new photographer who I've never spoken to before, I'm not standoffish, but I feel like I'm not doing as well as I could. Whereas if I'm working with someone who I've known for 3 years, it's a lot more fun, so it shows in the pictures, definitely.
No, definitely. Oh, well, no, now I am officially done. I'm definitely out. What are you up to today, Rihanna?
Oh, gonna edit a YouTube video.
Oh, nice.
Probably make TikToks, because that's my daily routine. I've got biology work to do. I've got biology, maths, PE.
Oh,
and Spanish to do. So that's fun. That's great. It's great.
That is great.
Great.
Busy day.
Yeah, but I don't like school. Well, I do, but I don't like home. Well, actually, my mood. Again, it's my mood. It depends.
Yeah.
But I do prefer homeschool, to be honest, and actually being sat in this classroom because, like, I'll spend 10 minutes doing a PowerPoint that would take a whole lesson to do at school. So it's like, actually, I can work at my own pace. I do like it, but I miss seeing people. I miss interacting with people. Again, I can't turn around to someone and go, what is she on about? I don't get this. I'm no one. And if I say it to my brother, he's like, because he's 8. So he's kind of there like, what do you mean to do?
Yeah, he's not helpful. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you for having me. I had fun.
So fun. I've had more questions than I even thought I had, so thank you for answering them all. I think that's been really helpful for anyone that's looking to get into modelling, dancing, football, presenting, or anything. Yeah, and you know what? I hope you meet Taylor Swift.
Thank you.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, no, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank
and
you.
Yeah, hopefully it's lovely.
Thank you. Hopefully we need to shoot after all this is over.
We do.
We need to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right,
Great.
my darling.
Thank you.
Bye. See you soon. Thanks, darling. Bye.